right, but let's talk about Manny. I didn't even hear what Manny was saying. So you got me all perked up.
Yeah. So after the Padres got swept by the Dodgers last weekend, a reporter basically said, are you guys concerned about this? And Manny said, no. And the reporter said, why? And he said, because I'm Manny fucking Machado.
Yes.
So,
Facts.
I mean, he didn't say anything incorrect.
No.
What he said is correct. He is Manny Machado. But I don't know that that's the quote card I would have pulled in that spot.
I don't know what point he was trying to make, honestly.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit there. It doesn't fit there. Hey, you worried about your team that just got swept? No, I'm Manny fucking Machado, dude. Like, okay. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean that you're Manny Machado? We know that you're Manny Machado. You just got swept by the Dodgers, though, and you guys are like fucking 15 games out of first place after just trading for Juan Soto. Like, I don't know. I think that's one of the things maybe that was not even mentioned in all of this, the whole like acquiring Juan Soto thing. The Padres are 16 games out of first place, by the way, behind the Dodgers. Not to throw jabs at them, but like it's more so to be like, Manny, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, now's not the time to be cocky. But the point that I was trying to make was,
well,
the managing of the egos here between Tatis, Machado, and now Soto. It's like they've all come from places where they were the guy and now they're the guys. And I don't know how that gels per se.
There's a lot, dude. I've always in baseball, whether you like it or not, there's roles to be played and there's responsibilities and there's guys who feel like they can shoulder X responsibility, whether or not they're in the role to do so. You've got Manny Machado, who's been the guy, like you just said, Juan Soto, the guy. Like, we don't need to repeat that. But now, how they're all going to fit and how they're all going to behave when one isn't doing what they expect to be doing. How does their energy affect the others? Are you okay with taking a back seat at times when you're not performing and the spotlight's over here? Are you okay? Does it become a matter of, outbursts because you're not okay with it and you're trying to figure out a way to be like, there's a lot that goes into having this kind of star power in one room. And there's also other things that go into managing that when you're not managing expectations. Because what do we always talk about? When you talk about character, it's how do you behave when no one's watching, when the camera's not on you? How do you treat the janitor in the building? Do you treat them as the same as the CEO with the name on the building? Who, like those kinds of things. And you never really get that. You never really get that until you figure out what's going on in the clubhouse.
Joey, as a National League fan out of the division, when you see a guy like Manny Machado make a comment like that after a series like that, what's your takeaway?
I love it, dude. I've always loved Manny Machado. I think this is just how he goes. He's Manny fucking Machado. Yeah, the Dodgers might have the best record the last 662 games in the history of baseball, but they don't have Manny fucking Machado. And like, I really don't even understand what point he was trying to make, but I agree with him because
I think it's just a pretty much like, bro, I don't care.
You think he really doesn't care that they got swept, or is he just confident?
No, not that he doesn't care that they got swept. I'm sure. Yes, he cares that they got swept. He would rather have not gotten swept. I don't. Yeah. Let me clarify that. He's not okay with losing baseball games, but
just a weird time to like thump your chest, though.
That's why, like, I can almost. I don't want to consider it Oh man, it's just and I'm not defending it because I do understand the confusion, because it's like, well, what do you want me to take away from that? And that's what I'm trying to find here, is what you could possibly take away from that. And that's maybe, look, we know that we're not going to win the division. We understand that much, but from there, like there's nothing at this point that is guaranteeing us a playoff spot. So what do I have to exude? I have to exude the confidence that says, I don't fucking care about getting swept by the Dodgers right now. All right. Like it's almost like I've got bigger fish to fry, almost like you're bending the knee to the Dodgers. Like, look, division, foregone conclusion. Fuck it. We lose 3 to the best team in baseball, to the best team. Joey, tell the people again, because I think it probably got lost there. Tell the people again what the Dodgers have done over the course of the last 162 baseball games.
They have the best record in the past 162 games than any team in any stretch of 162 games.
Ever? Like in the history of everdom?
Since the expansion era.
Boom. So that's what the Padres kind of know they're up against right now. The writing is on the wall, right? We chalked the division up in February every fucking year in the NL West, except for the Giants fans who were all over it last year in spring training, knew exactly what was coming. My bad, hand up, didn't see it. That's what the Padres have to contend with. And Manny Machado is just trying to tell these guys who are just showing up, who are like looking uphill, like, fuck, we were excited about what was going on here. And does that hill have a 16 miles to the top sign on it? That's 16 games. That's what we got between us and the division leaders right now. So you know what? Fuck that. Fuck a 3-game sweep. Why? Because we're going to the wild card. So that's where our focus needs to be. What the fuck are we talking about these 3 games for? Like, why are you bringing up old shit? It's like, Manny, this is the post-game interview. You know, and he's like, fuck you. I don't care. I'm Manny fucking Machado.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck.
No. And so it's a good point, too. It's actually a good point. Who gives a fuck they got swept by the Dodgers? It doesn't feel good. No. They don't have Tatis back. They have arguably the best roster in baseball, just by pure names.
Yeah, star
like
power.
They're as yes,
name recognition. Yes,
they are going to be in the playoffs.
I mean,
so who gives a fuck? They lost 3 games in August. They weren't going to win the division anyway.
No, they weren't going to win the division,
and they got Manny fucking Machado.